Hey everybody, it's Kay, and I'm here today with my FabFitFun box. This is for the fall of 2025. I do get 2 subscriptions. This is the primary one here. The other one hasn't come yet. I did get some rush shipping, and they use something called Speed X, which I'd never heard of before, but it actually worked out okay. So here's the box. Now mine actually came in a bigger box because I got some additional items, but look at the artwork. You almost hate to throw these away, but you just can't keep them all. And it continues on the other part of the, even into the bottom of this box. Isn't that something? So I always find that their attention to detail something that's a really nice change. Look at that flower, isn't that pretty? So that's just too beautiful. I'm gonna have to do something with it. You know, socks, things like that. You know, when you're storing shoes or purses, those are good things to use it for. So let's get started. So I do have the annual subscription, and I get to choose early, and I like that because of the annual subscription. You don't when you have a seasonal one. So let's look at, there's a lot of choices. Category 1 is usually the toughest one for me. So I did have to get a couple of additional items in category 1, but my primary item was this scalloped wood board here. And what this would be used for is, and I think it's pretty enough. I mean, you know, it's natural wood, so you're going to get whatever the wood happens to look like. So this is a charcuterie board. This is not a cutting board. If you tried to cut on this, it would really ruin it. So I didn't have one of these, and I thought, well, I do entertain here and there, so I thought this would be good to have. Now, I would never pay full price for this. This is a $100 value. So and I would imagine I would definitely not put this in a dishwasher. I mean, you just wash this, just actually wiping it down. I would not soak it at all. But anyway, I'm happy with that item. Okay, so I did get some other items in this category. So I really liked the burgundy theme, and so I got this tote here. This is by Splits S59. It does have a zipper to it. I like that. It's like a quilted nylon, that's what it is. It's pretty good size, and I really probably didn't need another bag, but I didn't have a bag like this one, and I really like the color, so I went ahead and got it. And that is a $80 retail value. Now, of course, my favorite blankets right now that we use, because they're not too heavy and I live in the South. This is by Sunday Citizen. It came in a roll. I have several of these. I have the cream colored one, the burnt orange one, and now I have a burgundy one. They're just so soft. I mean, it's like a chenille is what it's like. And I just love it. And I've enjoyed all of them. The dog did get her toenail caught up in one of them, and I had to sew it back together. So they will, if you have a cat or a dog, they may actually be able to pick it, and you don't really want that. But anyway, I like that item a lot. See, this is always a hard category for me. So this is a $68 value. Okay, so I saw this pie dish, Noon and Moon pie dish. It's in the color Cherry Lacquer, and I do like to buy the store-bought pies and throw them in a dish like I made it. I don't make pies. So I couldn't pass this up because it was in a color that was going to be a good color for me. I should have gotten something to take care of this. I'm going to see if I can get it open really quickly here. Well, we're going to open it. It may not look good when we open it, but we're going to open it. Okay, well, we can open it enough to get this out, and that's good enough. Okay. They do pack it well. I like that they do that. We have it. Okay. There it is. Isn't that pretty? And this is a pink here. It's not white. So I thought, well, this will be good for Christmas. It'll be good for Valentine's Day. Actually, it doesn't even have to be a pie. You know, you could serve other things in it. And there it is on the bottom. So I really like the other one too, but I just had to draw the line somewhere. It was sort of had a red ribbon here, and it was like a natural, more of a natural color or cream color. But anyway, I'm really happy with this one. So that's a good one. So in this category for this box, now I do have a second box. That's everything in that category. Okay, so in the next category, category 2, this was also a little bit of a difficult category for me. It typically is these two categories. So my primary choice in this one was the Adena Eden. This is a necklace and earring set that match. And this is what the necklace looks like. It's long enough. It does have a little bit of an extender. There it is. It's like emerald cut, I guess crystals. And this just seemed like something I would use. And it just, when I first saw it, I just knew I had to get that. So there it is, a little bit better to see. See there. Okay, so the earrings are similar, and they sort of, I don't have any earrings like this. They actually they would actually sort of crawl. I mean, so you'd put them like in that direction, and they're a little bit longer than most earrings that I have. But it came as a set, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to really enjoy that. So I got that, and that is a $110 retail on that. So I did get 2 extra items in here. Okay, so I got this sweater. I don't have any gray sweaters. It did have like a small percentage of and it could be too big, I don't know. I'm a petite person. It actually does look a little big because I see that the sleeves are coming down a little bit. As a petite person, I've always had to do something with the sleeves. So I got this really more for something around the house. And I'm gonna wear like a shirt underneath it. So I wanted it to be where it didn't feel too tight. And this is a large. I maybe could have gone with a medium, but anyway, you never can tell. That's why I sort of don't like to get clothes here, because you never know exactly how they're going to fit. And I do like to try on clothes. So the next item I got is a makeup item, and I do not have any products by this brand. It is Ilia. And they just haven't made it over to Macy's. That's why I don't have any products by them, because that's where I get most everything. And I haven't seen them in Allure either. So anyway, what it is a highlighter. It's called the Light Shift Cream Highlighter. It's a weightless, seamless, natural glow with green tea and microalgae and squalene, and this is in the shade Glint here. Okay, so I did try this on today. I thought about the bronzer too, but I don't use a bronzer enough to need that. But I thought, well, we'll try this product, and if I like it so much, then we'll think about the bronzer. It does have a little mirror with it, and so this is what it looks like. And we're going to put a little bit here so we can see it on the skin. And I used it right here. You can probably tell on the nose, you know, in the brow area here, and then right here, sort of on the top of the cheeks. So I do like the feel of it. It's cream, and I think I'm going to enjoy it. So I was glad to get to try something by that brand. Okay, so that is a, by the way, the cardigan was a $98 retail on it, and this highlighter is a $30 retail value. Okay, so in the next category, category 3, this really spoke to me, this particular product, because I do sometimes get red irritation right here, and it's really more related to the products that I'm using, that sometimes, you know, I guess my skin is more sensitive than I thought. This is by the Seeker Repair by Dr. Jart, and I have several other things by that brand which are really helpful with my skin. This is the Derma Green Solution Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. It neutralizes redness and protects skin. It improves skin appearance to be vibrant. Okay, there it is. And I think this is a Korean skincare brand. But anyway, did try it on today. You know, it just sort of looks, you know, not the prettiest. It's just the way that it looks, but it looks more medicinal. And I guess the color in there, it does have a little bit of almost a medicinal smell as well. So there it is, but it's going to rub into the skin. And I do, you know, when I get these skin irritations from whatever it is, maybe it's too much exfoliation, maybe it's, you know, a serum or something that was just too strong for my skin, I really need this. I use Ren skincare. That helps when that happens. But I thought, well, this is a product that I did not know existed. I knew that they had some other products, I guess I just didn't look, that were helpful. Like there was a soothing moisturizer that I already had. So anyway, I was happy to get this product to try. This is a $54 value. So the next 2 items that I got were the Rare Beauty blush, because I wanted more than one shade of it. And so they were $24 value. I do have one of the shades on today. So here they are. I got Cheer and Happy. Okay, I actually have Happy on because it's more of a cool color. And what I like about it, so it's Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush. It is luminous, and it does have a little mirror. This is what it looks like. So you can see the sheen right there. And we're going to put a little bit on. Can't see it as much, but it definitely is shiny. Okay, let's do a little bit more. And there it is. Okay, so I'm going to enjoy this. And I knew when I saw it, in fact, you know, I did not know this product existed. You know, that's one of the things I like about these boxes, is that I find out about products that I didn't even know about. So that's that one. And so let's take a look at the other one, which is Cheer. This is more of a peachy color. So this is what this one looks like. And so if I were wearing neutral, you know, like a neutral color or neutral eyeshadow, or neutral lipstick as well, this would be more something that would go with that, because it's peachy, which is more of a warm color. There it is there. You see that? Luminous. It is really pretty. This is just such a nice product. And there we go. There's the 2 of them next to each other. Very, very happy with that product. So let's see the next category. Category 4. Okay, well, in this category, believe it or not, I only found one item here and one item in the other that appealed to me. And it's called The 8 Other Reasons. It's accessory thing for jewelry. And here it is. This is not leather. And here's the inside of it. Okay, So we've got all kind of different spaces. This one's for rings. This is for earrings. This is perforated. Probably bracelets. Over here, probably this is for the necklaces. And then just, you know, probably just smaller items in here. So I really like this. It just seemed like a good neutral color, something that I could use. And there it is. So that was a good item for me. This is a $49.95 retail value. Okay, so in category 5, there wasn't as many choices in this one that I liked. It was actually sort of hard to find things that I liked in this category. So I got a product I've had before, and it's by Volician Beauty. It's the Chocolate Macadamia Hydrating Mask. I still have one that is open, so I'm not going to actually open the product, but there it is. And it's chocolate colored, and it smells like chocolate, and it has a very, very nice feel to it. And it says it has hyaluronic acid, and it's a hydrating mask. So that's it's a product I know I like. So that's why I chose it. $48 retail value on that. Okay, so in category 6, well, because I got the moon and pie dish, I had to get the moon and pie server. That's not a big surprise, is it? So that's what I got, and there was a choice of the neutral color one or the red one, and I ordered, let's see, let's hope we have the red one in here, and we do. Okay, so this will go with this. And I actually needed a pie server because the ones I have are not really sharp enough. They're like the ones that came with like the Oneida set, or whatever set I had. I have several sets, but they're all like dull. So really happy to have that to go with the pie plate. So that pie server is a $48 retail value. Now there were some items by Merit in this category that I liked. I actually do have the 2 of the I think this Sweet Beet or something lip gloss, and I really love it, but I had 2 of them already. But I had never tried their actual lipstick, so I decided to try this. It is called Maison, and I do have it on today. It is a matte. I actually tried a little bit of it on my wrist last night, and it really wants to stay, and I like that it wants to do that, because I don't like lipstick that just comes off very, very easily. So I thought this would be a nice color. It just looked like a color that I would wear. There it is there. I'm going to do it right here too, so you can see it just a little bit better. So good color. I'm very happy to have this. I didn't even know they had the lipstick. I just didn't pay attention to it. This is a $26 product, so very, very happy to have that. Okay, so there ended up being a 7th category, and I don't know whether the 7th category is going to continue on, but it's something they did in conjunction with some other changes they made. One of them was raising the price, which actually happened on my other box because I didn't realize it was the season that it was going to renew. So I ended up not getting the price break because I didn't do it. I didn't go in myself and do it by August 1st. So that was a little irritating. And the price did go up significantly. It was like $10 a box. Anyway, in category 7, what I got, and I got 2 different ones. It is by Hourglass, and it is the eyeshadow stick, and I do have both of them on today. I like eyeshadow sticks because you don't have to carry the brush with you, the big palette or whatever. So they're good for on the go. So here's the two that I got. I got the shade Moon and Prism. Those are the two shades I got. Now the Moon is just, it's a lighter shade. And I used that underneath the brow bone and a little bit in the inner corner. Oh shoot, it came out. All right, it had already come out when I got it. This was already a problem. So this one is a little bit dislodged in shipping that happened. I don't know if it's ever going to go back like it should, but anyway, there it is. That was a little bit disappointing. And again, this is a $34 stick, and you just saw how big that stick is. Not very big. It only comes down to about here. So there it is, and we're gonna take a look at it right here. There it is, light color. They actually go on, and then it's creamy, and then when it does dry, it dries down, and it looks like they're going to stay on pretty well. So anyway, I'm happy to get to try it. I've never tried that by this brand. Let's hope this one doesn't fall out the same way that one just did. This is the Prism one, and this is more of a rose color to it. We're going to put that one right here. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to do it right here so we can see it better. There it is, right there. Okay, so here's the one, and there's the other. And so they actually don't look very different. But there they are, right next to each other, right here and here. Okay, they're both sort of shiny and pretty, and I'm going to enjoy using them. There's not a lot in them, but you know, it should last a good amount of time. Okay, so those are all of the items that I got that were part of the box. Now I did get one add-on, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. So what was the value of this? So basically the value of just the 7 products, not the additional products that I got. So we saw a number of add-ons just now, but for 7 products that were my primary one choice, those totaled $443. So that's a good value. And I paid, under this subscription, $58.30 a box. So $443 of value for paying $58.30. And of course, you know, I did get the $13.50 for express shipping. So that's definitely a good value. It's always fun. So let's talk about the last item we got. When I saw this, I knew that I had to get it. It is the Moon and Noon set of 3 wavy bowls in the shade Cherry Lacquer. And it's going to match that pie plate and the pie server. And they're serving bowls. You can put, you know, snacks in them. You can put vegetables in them, salads, things like that. And there's 3 of them. Let's hope that they're in good shape. I haven't opened them until now. Let's see what they're going to look like. Okay, here we got them. They come looking like this. They're a little bit wavy. Okay, so there's one of them. That's the smallest one there. So I'm not gonna, I'll look at the largest one too. Okay, and there's the largest one. That's pretty good size. So anyway, I just thought that would be a good addition to my serving pieces, particularly for Christmas. I actually, at this point in life, do have a lot of serving pieces. But you know what? I think this is a good fall color, too. So this was, I believe, $49. I think it was $49. it was $49 for the 3 of them. And I think that's a pretty good price for that. So that's everything out of this box. I hope that the other box was actually supposed to come at the same time, but it didn't, because we're using this Speed X, and it didn't come. I don't know when it's going to come. It could come later today. I don't know. But I'm going to really enjoy these items. I hope you enjoyed looking at the items with me. Thank you for stopping by, and have a great day.